Hey everyone, it's Carrie. We are at Walmart today. We are going to check out what's new. If you're new here, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back everyone. I'm happy you're all here. We're going to see what kind of fun new things we can find. We're going to check out, see what kind of Christmas is still left in the stores. That was a countertop ice machine for $65. We're checking out some of the deals up front as we head in. Got our slow cooker, multi-cooker there. That comes in right about $80. The Keurig Duo is $109. The Instant Pot, $75 for that one. How many of you use an Instant Pot? I like the pattern on that slow cooker, that floral in there. Let's check out some home decor items. I love this lamp. These are battery operated, so you just recharge them, put them anywhere that you'd like, and they have different levels of dimming on them. $17.23 for those. These are kind of a smoky charcoal gray glass candle holder. They might pair well here with those black candles. Decorative bowl fillers, comes in about $15. So these are kind of cool. They are taper holders. 3 of them go in there. You can adjust the arm. You'll see, and kind of position them however you would like. That one comes in right about $18. And then these baskets down here, $35 on those and $25 on these lanterns. They are metal and glass. The iron taper holders. There were like 4 different price tags going on down here. I think those came in $12 each. $15.54. 80-ounce candles. Y'all, these are gigantic. That is a big 4-wick candle. If we're gonna grab that, be sure to grab a fire extinguisher also, just to be safe. I'm pretty sure you could heat your family room with that thing. Those candles are huge. These little Christmas tree ones, those are also candles down there. Those are $14.76. Let's see, I actually did buy this like a couple months back. Right about $20. That is my candle warmer, and I love that. I love this also. Another portable lamp. So you just charge it up and put it wherever you would like it in your house. Bookshelves, bathrooms, countertops. This is a pretty fun gold tray right there. Got some florals up here for about $15. The same as those candles below, they're just different colors. We have the berry color. That balsam fragrance, I think by far, is my favorite fragrance that they had this season. Let me see if I can find, do they have any of them left down below in the other jars? They do. So it comes in a beautiful green jar. It's that fresh cut Fraser. Sorry, not balsam. I need to get my trees straight. I love that fragrance. There is another rechargeable lamp right there. $14.97 for that one. I think those are super stylish. We have a black tray here. I have to tell y'all, I stood here for a minute looking at this. Doesn't that look like a griddle? Like you're just gonna throw on some pancakes, bacon, and eggs, make y'all breakfast. It's just an iron tray, but when I first picked it up, I thought, that literally looks like we're making breakfast. I love these kind of ruffled bowls. They have really big ones at Home Goods, and I love this kind of lighter, smaller version. These little mini bakers over here, ignore all of those price tags. None of those were correct for this item. However, it has like a snowflake pattern on it. They're red, cream, and green, and I think those are super pretty. So they're little bakers. Can maybe do some brie cheese or some different appetizers in there. I like those gold candle holders there. And then let's see down here, they have the brand Time and Table. So that is a utensil set. It has the silicone ends on those, but it comes with a container that you can put on your countertop. Keep them nice and neat in one place. That is $26. I think it's just easier if I round up on items. Okay, so this set, the ceramic cookware set, it came with everything that you see in that picture. So it showed them all individually up on the top, but it comes with every single one of those. All those little bowls, the baker, the pans, the utensils, the cookie sheet, the cooler, everything. The whole thing right here. So I'm going to show you one down below that is on clearance because the box is completely beat up. They didn't have pricing on these. However, if it says that I'm saving $35 and I'm paying $53, I think that would put that set full price, what, about $90 ballpark? But that's the green set down there. The only reason that one looks like it's on clearance is because the box looks like it is kind of battered. So I've got some Pioneer Woman items over here. It looks like there are a few left. Ooh, we've got the snowflake plates. Those are really pretty, and those are $20. Then we've got the snowflake coffee cup. That one comes in right about $6. It's very pretty embossing on there. Have any of you been to the Pioneer Woman's hotel or restaurant or store up in, it's in Oklahoma. I forget the name of the town that it's in. I've not been. It was quite a drive from where we lived in Texas. Pawhuska, right? Is that the town? I'm trying to think. That bowl is very pretty, and that bowl coordinates with that table runner right there. Those two are very pretty. Let's see what else we can find. Got some Harry Potter. My goodness, we've got Elmo. Some odds and ends in here as they're moving things around for Christmas. I do love this plate and this coffee cup here. These are really good reds. Christmas aside, you could probably pull those into Valentine's Day also. Had a little bit of a scallop along the top. Pretty little cookie jar here. This one looks like it is about $38. And then for entertaining, I love this. It's the tray, it's all the condiments. So it says it's condiment and tray, but you could use this, right, for even little appetizers, dips, different things like that. Kind of multi-purpose. That is $25. Let's see, there is another cookware set down here. This one is a cast aluminum. Doesn't come with as much. Let me see if I can find a price on this one. Is this it? That cannot be right that set costs more than the other one. I'm going to check online really quick. Hold on, everyone. Okay, I just verified checking online. That one is in fact $99. The aluminum one. The other one is a ceramic non-stick. Not non-cook. All right, we're leaving that in. We're not going to edit that out. That set is $89, as I was thinking. So that one, you do get more items with it, but one is ceramic, one is cast aluminum. So that's that. Okay, moving on. Beautiful green Dutch ovens. Got some teapots here, $28 for those. Let's see what else. Barware is on sale. Oh, hold on here. It's a nice taper holder. That was not a glass. It was just a taper holder that was up in there. So all of these are $5.97. They had them in 3 different sizes. Sorry, I was holding the camera lower. There were people right on the other side of the wall from me. I love the Better Homes and Gardens entertaining items over here. So The 3-level tray system, that one's $25. This one's $25. You get the serving tray with all those dishes. And I love having everything, kind of my base serveware and dishes. I love having everything in white. And then if I want to add any holiday flair for anything else, I can add that in, just kind of in bits and pieces. But that way I have, you know, just the base white. But I love this. So basically $17. We're just rounding up. That's what we're going to do. That had 3 sections in it. This one, $25.50. I love that this baker has this wood top on it, so you have a cover, but you also have a trivet to protect your table or countertops. The chip and dip bowl set. I am from Texas. That chip bowl isn't going to cut it, folks. That's too small. Anyone else have a problem when they go out to the Mexican restaurants and they just keep bringing the chips? It's a thing. This one also has the 3 bowls and it sits on that wood platter. Those are all right about $19 each. I love that set. Those I think are fantastic for entertaining. So this has ended up being too heavy for me to pick up. However, it sits on a wood pedestal. So you have a little bit of a raised marble stone right there for serving on. I love that. These wood bowls come in right about $18. I like a lot of the things at Walmart. I will kind of stand on that. I think Walmart right now is doing a pretty darn good job and holding their own against Target. Pretty bowls up there. Let's see, this one is plastic. Comes in $11. It was a big bowl. Oh, I see. They have a pattern inside of those. So that larger bowl, this one, and that serving tray all had that pattern. These are the time and tables. I love these. The black and white pattern. It has the gold ridge on it. This one is my favorite. This platter and this bowl, I love these. I think those are so super cool. And they've got dishes that coordinate with all of these. So this is just the serveware. Then we've got a wooden charcuterie board down here, a wood cake stand, and some large wood bowls, all right under $20. And then you've got the regular wood ones too. They had a pretty good selection of paper plates for entertaining. I thought they were some really cute patterns. I love the snowmen. And then you have the paper disposable tablecloth. We're going to go around this whole end cap over here and see what we can find. Red pattern with white snowflakes. I love that one too. Oh, he's cute. Okay, I bet there's some dishes of his. Yes, there are around the corner. Home for the holidays with the red pickup truck. I love that. Little snowman on there also. Those are all really fun. And then on this side is where Santa is. Very vintage looking Santa there. That's what I like about it. Is he on here too? He sure is. So all of those, $3.37 each. All right, then we've got the blender here, the beautiful brand, which is by Drew Barrymore. That's what those are. So 50 cents. We have, I call this kind of the grandkid cup section. So you've got your tumblers, your bowls, all of your non-breakables, but I did find they had little patterns on them. So this one has little bows. This one had little holly berries, leaves, kind of your evergreens. And this one, can you see it? It's a little house on there with snowflakes. Looked like a little kind of gingerbread house. Now we're going to browse through their little home decor section over here, see if there is anything new. This clock over here, this is fun. It has a little tray in the bottom of it. We saw that wood storage container over there and the ruffled bowls already. The little fake succulents over there are really cute. Some good vases and stuff in here, and then more of the little plants and fake succulents. This one I loved. It reminded me of my dad's cowboy boots. His boots were about that color, and when I was a little kid, we would pop them on, and I mean, my dad was a tall guy, but his boots came up like almost my whole entire leg, and we would thunk around the house in those. Some pretty little florals in here. More candle warmers over here. I like that one, has that marble look base, the mercury glass top on it. And they all did adjust height wise, so that way you can put a larger candle underneath it or shorter. Have any of you smelled the red lava citrus? I kind of like this fragrance. These are $12.88. Yeah, I like that fragrance a lot. I was trying to see what these candles are made of. It didn't tell me on the container what the mix was or what type of wax that was. Let's see what other fragrances we have in here. This blue one is really pretty. It says Oceanside Flannel and Coastal. Is this Coastal Cove? Coastal for what is this one? Coastal Cove, sorry. They do smell really nice, and I love the simplicity of the glass jars that those are in. And then you have the ones up top, so same fragrances, just wood lids on those. A little bit of a larger candle. So those are $10. I was trying to figure out what, I kept smelling grapefruit in it, but anyhow, I came over here to see if I could find that fragrance in a wax tart. They don't have them, however. The wax tarts are $1.97 for the smaller packs. That one looked interesting. The Fresh Cut Fraser, that, like I said, is my favorite fragrance. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that one. That one is $3.58 for the larger one. Let's see what other fragrances might be of interest in here. Vanilla Blackberry. I moved over here to check their tapers and pillars and all the different fun colors that they have. This one's kind of fun. I like this lilac-y color. $5.42 for that one. One of you was asking me what kind of, if I could find the clear cup tea lights for you in soy candles. I haven't found any. I think you said you ordered them from Pottery Barn, but I use, for small areas, I use the battery operated ones similar to this, just because anything that's in a smaller container, I just get a little afraid of fire. So I think those are a pretty good solution. All right, I'm actually right now trying to find the KitchenAid mixer to show you all, to see if they have a sale on it. And on my way over, I found some crock pots in some really cool colors. I like the green and that gray. Maybe it was like a green blue. No mixers over there, but if you need an orange ball, they have it. I love the colors. Time and Table, so I love these. This kind of like moody blue. They have a black and then they have a cream, and they're all in matte finish. So the toaster's $40. The larger air fryer, that came in. That was $85. So a little bit of a sale on those, and I did find the KitchenAids. So Here's the deluxe. The deluxe is on sale right now for $279. It is the same price as the classic. So I'll kind of show you here. They've got the classic one is $279, but that's actually the deluxe box right there. So full price, the classic is $279. The deluxe is now on sale for $279. So this is the classic. And then that one right there is the artisan. So that one's going to be a little bit more. That one comes in at $350. But oftentimes I find that Sam's Club and Walmart ends up having the KitchenAids cheaper than most of the stores. But they have that beautiful kind of robin's egg blue down there and the pink in the deluxe. The classic is in the black. The artisan is in that creamy color. $35 is KitchenAid the mixer. That's the same price as they were over at Target, so I feel good about my purchase. The immersion blender, $40 for this one. That's a pretty good markdown for that. And then this ceramic cook set, 13 pieces. They have it in a white and kind of a creamy, like a creamy beige. These are on sale for $80. So if you're looking for cookware, there are some deals on those. We're going to go through Christmas. They actually did have a pretty good amount of Christmas items at this store. I forgot to tell you, I'm at the Claremont, Florida store of Highway 27. They had plenty of Christmas trees left also. Some of our Target stores are already clear out of their trees. I don't know that they had as large a stock as Walmart had, but I thought these were really pretty bells. Got reds, silvers, greens. This tree topper right here reminded me of the lights that we used to have on our Christmas tree as kids. Do any of you remember those little plastic, they look just like that, the star piece that went over, it was like a deflector that went over the lights and kind of spread the light out a little bit? Reminded me of this little tree topper right here. We were trying to see if we could get any of those to turn on, but they didn't have the little tester buttons. But they still have plenty of packs of ornaments in the store. These are all the ones that are non-breakable over here. These are fun and colorful. So we've got golds, silvers, blues. We have some of the multi-packs left. Red, green, white. Yeah, it looks like if you are still in the midst of decorating, Walmart still has a pretty good selection. I think Walmart knocked it out of the park this year with their Christmas. And there is a lot of wrapping paper. Lots of wrapping paper at the stores. Of course, I love this because these are black and white. That has a little bit of a red stripe in it. Love this over here. They kind of have, they don't have, I'm going to show you how much wrapping paper they have towards the end of the video. When I was first finding this, I thought, ooh, okay, it's only the black and white left, but okay, I would use that wrapping paper year round. If I were gift giving, it would be Christmas gifts in that, birthday gifts in that, whatever. I loved that pattern. Those rolls are $7.46. I really love that black and white pattern. I think I'd wallpaper a wall with that. This is a very pretty piece of garland. It's super, super glitter. This one falls a little bit more on that kind of natural looking side. Both of these were $35, I think, right? Let me double check. Yes, $35.96 for those. They had more gift bags over here. I'll show you even more a little bit later. But a good selection if you are gift giving. Santa tying down the gifts there on that red truck. That deer is beautiful in there. Let's see this one here. Merry everything. Oh my goodness. I love that retro looking Santa right there. That one said Crushing Christmas on the nutcrackers right there. And this one says Better Be Nice. A Bah Humbug. Oh gosh. I hope no one's Bah Humbug. And the 25% off, that is going on right now. So as you're watching this, December 9th, the outdoor items are 25% off. Got some fun snowmen. The snowman face up here and the Santa, these are actually large ornaments that hang outside or inside, wherever you want to put them. They showcase it there hanging outside. I love these little candles. They remind me of they are blow molds, but they're just smaller versions. These are tree toppers that do light up. And then they had all of the blow molds over here. So you've got your Highland cow, you've got Grinch, you've got some dogs, little gingerbread, polar bears. So many cute options for the yard. I still love these. These are stocking holders and they are big and they are heavy and I think they're super cool. Reminds me of something you would see at like Pottery Barn or West Elm, Crate and Barrel. Same with this. This is a marble snowman for decoration. I thought that was cool. It was just random on the shelf, but they did have a whole bunch of them. Plenty of stockings left, plenty of styles there. In case you need some hot pink foil look, they have stockings for you, a funky tree skirt, and even a really cool garland. You can go crazy. Love it. All the Santas in their pajamas. They do have plenty of the vintage looking reindeer. The 3-pack ceramic houses, I thought these were adorable. They didn't have the prices set. I haven't quite figured out the new pricing at Walmart. Those digital screens, sometimes they don't have anything on them, sometimes they do. But you can get 3 different types in those. I did find some more paper plates as we were wandering around. That has, oh, I like that one, Season's Greetings. All right, found some cool candles that were in a totally different area. These were all over in the Christmas section towards the registers. So these were all different fragrances in glitter containers. And then I discovered the inside of the candles actually have glitter, like a little sprinkle of glitter. I'll show you in a second, but they have a little sprinkle of glitter on them. These smell fantastic. Let me show you in here. Can you see the glitter? Little glitter on the rim, but it is on the wax. I was checking to see if it stuck to my hand, but did not. These all over here were $12.88. Pretty colors. They had red, green, black, and gold candle warmers over here. This is the Better Homes and Gardens fragrance plug-in, so if you use those, it's a cute little gift box one. These about took me out when I was at the store. Little Debbie has her own candles. Sugar cookie dough, and they legitimately smelled like the foods, the zebra cake ones. Like, I don't need to burn those in my house. I already struggle with weight as it is. My gosh, I would be like, okay, let me just go down to the Publix now and get a box of zebra cakes. Oatmeal cream pies. It legitimately smelled like oatmeal cream pies. So if you have more self-control than I do, go get yourself one of these candles. This absolutely smelled like crescent rolls. It's absolutely hilarious. Might make a fun gift for someone. Just yeah, keep in mind it might create some hunger. I also found some really pretty pink bags over here. These were all in that center area closer towards the registers. I don't need wrapping paper, but I've really felt that I needed Santa on a unicorn. Goodness, these are also really pretty. So if you are doing a pink theme, I think there's some really pretty options in here. This bag is beautiful. I love the merry and bright one, very simple, kind of elegant. Special delivery from Santa, the no peeking, no peeking. These are super cute. I love the black and white ones. Also, this one here, oh my gosh, both of those. Love those. Those are beautiful. Then they had all of these items over here, which you all know, like, I don't do big shopping hauls. I don't really spend a whole lot of money, but I did buy myself that. It's a hot cold. I had a doozy of a migraine headache the other day and really wish that I had had ice packs to put. I ended up with anyhow, bag of frozen peas on my head to help. So I did find some items in this area that I did purchase for myself. They've got some massage items there. Those little slippers were massage. The memory foam neck is massage. They've got all sorts of different items in here. We've got this vibration neck massager, and then is this one the shiatsu? This one is the shiatsu massager. This one's kind of cool because you can turn it on and like reach those spots on your back. I also did end up getting one of these. One of my friends said that this actually does help when she has migraines, so that went home with me. As did this crazy mask right there, that migraine mask right there. So yeah, I went home with a lot of headache relief, just to give you an idea of how brutal that was. So this goes in the freezer, get it nice and cold, pop it right over your eyes. I hope to never have a headache like that again, but I hope I'm prepared next time. We actually do have these relief wheels, and I personally love them. I think mine's a different brand, but it's the same concept. No, mine is the same one. It's the Chirp. Sorry, I didn't see that one on the bottom. This little snack to-go container, this is multi-purpose. First of all, that would be a lot of snacks to have in there, but it's like a big snackle box. I would use that for all sorts of different types of storage. They had it in green and pink. I thought those were pretty cool. And as we head out today, we are going to check out some outdoor pillows, some indoor pillows they have. Is that one an indoor? These are all indoor. They were right before we went outside, so I was not sure. This one is fun. We've got some skiers on here. Love that, in the little mountain right there. All right, let's check out what we have outside. My husband told me I was going to be super surprised when we went outside. My Texas home. All right, let's head outside to the garden center as we make our way outside. Here's all the wrapping paper and all of the bikes. I could almost like hear the sound of this room out here with the wrapping paper and the bikes, and just that little kid getting that bike for Christmas. How many of you got a bicycle for Christmas? Do you remember that? Was it awesome? Oh my goodness. So many other pretty patterns in here, not just black and white, but there are definitely some beautiful, beautiful patterns for wrapping. Walmart's got you covered. And all these bikes, my goodness. And with that, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing day. Take care, be safe, and I will see you all in the next video. We've got some fun garden items out here. I had to peek at some of the poinsettias. And then I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek of some of the regular garden stuff, as I know some of you are getting into really cold times of the year. So think spring thoughts and warm Warm weather hopefully coming y'all's way. Take care, everyone.